Maybach music.
Can anybody out there hear me? Hear me?
Breaking space news, absolutely insane and announced this morning. Scientists sent a spacecraft to an asteroid 63 million kilometers away, grabbed a chunk of it and brought it back to Earth. And they've analyzed the sample, and the results of what is on this asteroid are in. Basically, scientists think that this asteroid used to be part of a much bigger object like an ancient planet or moon in the early solar system, and this chunk broke off from it. On Earth, life uses these 20 amino acids to create proteins. They found 14 of these 20 amino acids on this asteroid. Also, you know these 5 nucleotide bases used to make DNA and RNA? Guess how many of these 5 were discovered on the asteroid? All of them. They found all 5 of the building blocks for DNA and RNA on this asteroid. They also found 11 different minerals that form as water-containing salt evaporates. Salt water. It's also rich in carbon, nitrogen, and other organic compounds that are essential to life as we know it. All of this means that the object that this asteroid came from had the building blocks for life and probably a salty ocean. It was probably an ancient ocean world, and this asteroid is just a messenger carrying on its history. It's also possible that asteroids just like this are what brought life to Earth in the first place.
Bruh, I'm just scrolling on Twitter. And I don't normally scroll on Twitter, only for a few reasons. But I come across Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, bro. How the fuck, how does she start looking like this? Like, bro, look. Like, how did that even happen? And I know I wasn't tripping, bro. Look at what even the people saying this. Even the people saying this. It ain't just me, man. So don't make it seem like I'm just, you know what I'm saying? But how? Just don't even look like a woman.
This is crazy. According to the Social Security database, this is the amount of people alive in each age bracket. Elon Musk brought this to our attention by tweeting this out tonight. And because there are millions of people registered over the age of 150, he said maybe Twilight is real and there are a lot of vampires collecting Social Security. It's insane when you look at these numbers. There are 3.4 million people registered between the age of 120 and 129 years old. Look at 130 to 139, almost 4 million. There's actually more 130-year-olds than 120-year-olds. Absolutely wild. Another 3.5 million supposedly people the age of 140 to 149. And the list goes on, even showing, look, there must have been some sort of a baby boom 220 years ago, because there's 1,000 people, according to Social Security, in the United States between the age of 220 and 229 years old. And there's even someone alive at 360. And obviously not okay if these individuals are receiving social security checks. So what do you think? Are vampires real, or is this money going somewhere else? As always, let me know down below.
This might be the most significant scientific discovery we have made in the history of life. We have found on an asteroid signs of life. I don't know how more people aren't talking about this, but this paper was published on January 29th, and the title seems pretty benign, right? Nitrogen-rich soluble organic matter. So is it just nitrogen that was found on this asteroid? The answer is no. Not only did they not just find nitrogen, for example, ammonia is very, very simple, but they also found 14 of the 20 amino acids found in terrestrial biology on this asteroid. That basically is the foundation of life in a warm environment, wet environment. They also found all 5 nucleobases of DNA and RNA. That means if these nucleobases combined together, they could have produced proteins. And not only that, if RNA exists, that means there was some sort of transcription that happened. If DNA was also found. If this research holds to be completely verified, then it pretty much confirms the theory of panspermia as one of the primary ways that life could have started on Earth, in which an asteroid from another planet carrying life or some other terrestrial body carrying life smashed into Earth and in a warm, wet environment was able to quickly convert those amino acids and proteins into life. I've always considered this as a primary way that life could have potentially started on Earth, and that paper, along with these discoveries, actually makes me feel like we might not be so alone in the universe after all.
Alright, if you don't already feel like you're living in a sci-fi movie, this might do it for you. I got a weird one today, but it's also kind of a good way to make money if you need to. This site is called Payman AI, and it's AI that pays humans. Basically, if you weren't aware, AI is becoming capable of doing more and more things. It's replacing a bunch of jobs, and it's exciting and scary and all that. But this is a really weird side effect of that. AI is really good at a lot of things, but there are some tasks that people are still better at. And Payman is a marketplace for AI to use to hire people to do things it's having trouble with. Let's say someone creates an AI agent to make social media accounts. And in order to do that, let's say the AI has to solve a CAPTCHA. If the AI has trouble with this, it can use Payman to hire a person to solve the CAPTCHA for them. So yeah, well, some people are using AI to do little tasks for them that are difficult. Some AIs are using people to do little tasks for them that are difficult, which is weird, but also means that if you ever need some money, you could go on a site like Payman and get hired by an AI to do something that takes fingers or eyes or whatever. So have fun with that.
1, 2, 3. I can like take that. Oh! Oh! Oh no 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 no! Oh, that's. Tower, you're seeing this airplane just crash into Greek. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, hold shit. I can take that out.
Everything, drop it. Come on. Don't take that away. Take that phone away.
No.
Holy. 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 Oh my god. Yo, I was just on this plane. Oh my god. Yo, I was just on this plane. Holy.
What the is that? That's a fireball.
Holy.
Oh my god, it's coming right for us.
What is that?
What the is that? They're floating around in it. Those are the orbs that they've been talking about. I'm scared. There's literally things floating around in it.
Dude, look, you see
What
that?
the? You see that floating in there? And this is the railway, and all the fires have been starting along the railway, dude. It's falling, it's going out.
Dude, it's coming towards us.
I'm scared.
That's a light. We're gonna go in the car and look at. You see the light on it?
Yeah.
What the? We're about to go, guys. Just know that.
Yeah, we are.
Look at, you see it coming down?
Yeah.
Dude, that's an alien. I swear to it is.
No, they're starting fires along the railway. That's everywhere that the fires have been. But they're shining lights down. You see it? What the is this?
It's coming out. Look.
Coming out of the light. Yeah,
Out of the
it's
light.
falling down.
Look at, look at, look at, look at, look at.
Look, there's 3 of them back there.
Dude, what the?
That way. That way. What the is that? It's falling out. We can't be the only ones seeing this.
Hell no, we're not. Look at, look at, look at, look at, look at, look at. It's coming
It's
down.
falling
Look,
down. It's falling
coming down.
straight down.
Oh no. Not in the shoe store. I have to get one of them surfboards that stay above the water.
So you're telling me that this just took place in California, and then not even 2 weeks before they had a huge fire? So apparently there was an atmospheric river that hit the state of California, and it directly impacted Pasadena and the Malibu area, y'all. Look at this restaurant called Duke's. And this is what I mean by the universe has a sense of humor. Because looking like this, you would call it Dookie, right?
This is new video we're showing you for the first time. This is a mudslide hitting Malibu. It's happened just about half an hour.
How do you stop that? How do you stop that? I mean, look at this, y'all. This is crazy. This thing is... Wow, y'all.
gosh.
You would really think that this area was made for this mud that's going down there. This is crazy. Look at this. Wow. This is what it looks like from the street point of view. Y'all see that? That's crazy. Oh my, all those stores on Melrose flooded, y'all. Wow. The universe is not playing. The current was so strong that people's cars were even getting thrown into the ocean. This is crazy. And there's a man inside of there too, y'all. So apparently this area that just got hit with the mud floods was the area that survived the fires, y'all.
In Malibu. Yeah, Duke's is a restaurant that was able to survive these fires that we had there. There was a lot of concern.
So who is particularly after California? Because things are happening back to back in California. Like too close for comfort type of thing. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like we said, y'all, the shift is here. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. Let's continue to get...
Hey, that's a shadow.
Shit.
Ooh.
Oh. I almost died in there, man.
Hey, where are you driving?
The TVA truck right there. It's up in the tunnel. I fucking...
I was in the yellow Penske truck. My truck's in there too.
I'm one of the very last ones, man.
Are you, what are you?
So the truck on front of me was on fire.
Okay.
You can't even understand what they're
Dying
saying.
in there. It's bugged.
Just hold on. What are you, we can't go in there right now, okay?
What?
We're getting fired.
Fuck. That was a wild ride.
Man,
oh, God.
That's scary.
That guy's burnt up in there, man.
But they're coming out the other side just fine, I guess.
My truck is next in line up here. It's on fire.
What's the truck on front carrying? What's your truck carrying?
TVA is my truck.
What is it carrying?
Oh, just food, man. Just food.
It's good.
Yeah.
What's your truck carrying?
Jeez, that's crazy.
Oh, God dang it.
Dang.
I'm so screwed.
Any of the community truckers that might have seen this or experienced it?
I don't know what's going on in DC, but something is definitely going on in DC. As you can see behind me, these are all homes being sold abruptly. This is not just regular people selling their homes either. This is politicians. God, that's not even the weirdest part though. Look what they've been searching up as of late in DC. One being immunity. Why would they be looking for immunity? Why is that the #1 search in DC? What is going on, y'all? Also, they're searching up this too. Extradition. Why would they be looking that up? Look at the spike in those searches, y'all. Look, it go whoop. They also been searching this up. 8 non-extradition countries in 2025. It seems to me that they trying to get up out of here. They trying to abruptly relocate and not look to come back or have someone bring them back. They must be running for some real serious shit. We all know that some sealed documents is finna be unsealed. And these people must got some crazy shit going on. I need y'all thoughts down below in the comments. What do y'all think is really going on?
Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. I knew I'd heard this term before. Don't scroll, because I'm getting ready to tell you something that's going to make you say, woo. Because I knew I heard this term before. I mean, I did go to college, but it just was ringing in my head. So I said, let me do a little research. Because, baby, sometimes you got to dig to find out what you want to know. And furthermore, if you don't know what something is, then ain't no way you're going to know why it's acting like it's acting. You got to know its character. So I ain't saying I know everything, but honey, let me tell you what a DOGE is. I'm going to give it to you real simple and quick. Class is in session. I don't even like history, but you're going to be glad you heard this. Look it up yourself. Back in 697 AD, Venice created the role of a doge. I know I heard of it before. This was a leader that was appointed by the elite, and the regular people didn't have no say-so in nothing. Sound familiar? Now favorite this or jot it down in your memory. The Doge was the one that made important decisions about military, diplomacy, and trade. Somebody say trade war. Now back then in Venice, the only people that could vote were the people who owned land. And a long time in America, the only people that could vote was the people who owned land. So if you didn't have no power and money, you didn't have no say-so. Sound familiar? Come on, stay with me. So now we got our own DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency, but we still call it the DOGE. So now we know what it is. I'm going to tell you what our DOGE is doing. Well, our DOGE was given access to the federal payment system, which is over Social Security payments. Don't forget his goal is to cut costs. I hope this is helping somebody understand. Raise your hand if you got questions. I mean, it is the U.S. Department Treasury system. Now, the official who was over the system, well, they put him on administrative leave because he refused to give access to the DOGE. I'm sure this is all coming together for you. Now, President Trump said Elon's doing a good job. He's a good cost cutter. Meanwhile, over the weekend, the DOGE started concentrating on USAID. You don't know what that is? Jot this down as well, students. That's the U.S. Agency for International Development. What do they do, Miss Kim? I'm glad you asked. They're responsible for dispensing tens of billions of dollars in foreign aid. So when they refused to give him access to the classified material, about 100 of those people, they was laid off. Or rather, leave. Yeah, because they didn't want to give him access to the information. That's it. That's all. I hope that was helpful for today. Go ahead and favorite the video, like it, and share it with somebody else that needs to know. And remember this, our people perish for lack of knowledge. When you don't try to find out nothing, you won't know nothing.
Of your time, give me 1 minute. I blew the roof off this mother. Okay, copyright 1898. Okay, these are the new ones, not the ones I shared yesterday. History of the United States by Jillian Hawthorne. And this is volume 1. Okay, listen up, folks, and listen closely. At first, it was taken for granted that the Indians, as the red men were ignorantly called, were the aboriginal denizens of the country. But the mounds, ruined cities, pottery, and other native remains, since found in all parts of the land, concerning which the Indians could furnish no information and which showed a state of civilization far in advance of theirs, were proof that a great people had existed here in the remote past, who had flourished, disappeared without leaving any trace whereby they could be accounted for or identified. They're an enigma, compared with which the archaeological problems of the old world are an open book. We can form no conception of the conditions under which they lived, of their personal characteristics, of their language, habits, or religion. We cannot determine whether these forerunners of the Indians were one people in several stages of development or several peoples in simultaneous occupations of the land. We can establish no trustworthy connection between them and any Asiatic races, and yet we are reluctant to believe them isolated from the rest of mankind.
You guys know who owns the island right next to Lahaina? I'm talking about this whole island right next to Lahaina on Maui. Larry Ellison, the co-founder of Oracle Corporation, acquired 98% of Lanai. But do you know who Larry Ellison is? Like, do you actually know? FYI, this is one of those videos that's not going to be up for very long. And I'm not going to say a lot of things, and you're going to see why pretty fast. I was just looking into which celebrities owned homes on Maui when I got distracted by this guy, who I'd heard of before, because he's the founder of Oracle Corporation. In 2020, the third largest software company in the world by revenue and market cap. And it sells database software and technology and cloud engineering systems. A lot of these kind of obscure things, kind of sounds like Google, but like what? FYI, this guy is the 4th richest man in America. He's richer than Warren Buffett. So I was reading about this and getting a little confused. Like, I've heard of Oracle, but why don't I know anything about it? On their Wikipedia page, there's this section about a class action lawsuit that alleges that Oracle has engaged in deliberate and purposeful surveillance of the general population, which tracks in real time and records indefinitely the personal information of hundreds of millions of people. I mean, how many hundreds of millions of people are we talking about? Bloomberg News reported that Oracle won a bidding war with the US-based companies to take over social media company TikTok's operations in the States. FYI, this is all made up and none of it is factual. Please don't take any of it seriously. It's not even real. Oracle was described as a trusted tech partner. There's public sources saying what they say. This is just Wikipedia. I think Oracle doesn't actually run TikTok in the US. Other sources seem to say that they just run the databases through which all of TikTok's data runs. So they have access to all of TikTok's data. This is the part where it kind of clicked. And I was kind of wondering, what does all of this feel like to me? Well, it feels like a certain 3-letter organization, so I did a Google search. And it was actually right there in the Wikipedia article. Before he founded Oracle, he actually worked for these guys, making a different program under the code name Oracle. And the relationship ends there. That one finished. Then he founded this company that is not related to that 3-letter agency at all. Except I thought you should see this article, which is just the opinion of Matt Novak, published in this date, and it is not factual and it's not real. Just take it all with a grain of salt, but Oracle does allegedly take its name from that program. And this guy's critiquing an article in Vox that seemed to give the history of Oracle without talking about these ties. Brings up points like how Oracle seems to have an awful lot of contracts with the government, which is like totally normal. Obviously, these guys need databases. It's not a big deal. And I mean, Oracle needs contracts. It's not a big deal. And I mean, Larry Ellison has always been a big believer in the federal government maintaining large national databases, allegedly. This is quoted as him actually saying this, but he probably didn't. It's probably made up. The alleged quote reads, "The single greatest step we Americans could take to make life tougher for terrorists," this is post 9/11, "would be to ensure that all the information in myriad government databases was copied into a single comprehensive national database. Creating such a database is technically simple. All we have to do is copy information from the hundreds of separate databases into a single database. A national security database combined with biometrics, thumbprints, handprints, iris scans, or whatever is best can be used to detect people with false identities." I'm sure that is all it would ever be used for good. For good. Allegedly for the good guys. But a database like that probably doesn't exist. And Oracle is definitely not associated with that three-letter organization. They just get lots of government contracts because that's who they run IT for. I mean, someone's got to do it. Again, another alleged Larry Ellison quote. "The Oracle database is used to keep track of basically everything. The information about your banks, your checking balance, your savings balances is stored in an Oracle database. Your airline reservation is stored in an Oracle database. What books you bought on Amazon is stored in an Oracle database. Your profile on Yahoo is stored in an Oracle database." Sweet. Everything's fine. For all you real conspiracy nerds, I highlighted something for you. Not the part where Larry Ellison is excited about AI. If you know, you know. I'm genuinely not actually trying to say that this is connected to Maui at all. That's not what this video is about. It's just how I stumbled across this rabbit hole was because Larry Ellison owns this whole island across the water, and he's apparently turning it into like some really rich person like resort right here for like the ultra wealthy to go and have spa days, you know? The guy that founded the mass surveillance company. You can't take that down for that TikTok. That's not even that's obviously true. He did found Oracle. Okay? Totally fine that Oracle is involved in mass surveillance. Someone's got to do it. It's no big deal. I mostly just thought that y'all should know about this, which is allegedly they run some databases or something. You know, some databases. Well, it was nice having this backup account while it lasted. See you guys on the next backup account.